With all due respect to the Constitution, we don't have to accept a seasonal display of the Ku Klux Klan on Fountain Square. Now, in order to make that legal argument, I think we have to recognize the difference between political statements and religious ones. You see, the Klan is not a religion. It's a political organization with a political agenda. Basically, it wants an all-white America, or at least one that is racially separated. And while that organization is so hated and poisonous to the very principles of America, it has every right to apply for a permit to hold a rally on Fountain Square, just as the Republicans and Democrats do during presidential elections. And during that time, within limits of safety considerations, it can bring onto the square whatever signs and symbols it wants. But when the rally is over, they have to take their signs with them, just as we can't erect Bush or Clinton for president signs and leave them up on the square during the entire campaign season. No permanent signs on the square, period. That's the rule. The courts have upheld such reasonable regulations of such a public space. And if Republicans and Democrats can't do it, neither should the Klan be allowed. But the menorah is there, you say, and it is. But that's a religious symbol. And if the city chooses to take a corner of the square to permit a display of the various religious groups that make up the Cincinnati community, clearly stating that the government formally endorses none over any other, then there's no harm in putting up a menorah and a cross. But this would simply be a cross representing various or particular Christian denominations, without any reference being made to the Klan and its political agenda. If the Klan wants to make a statement, let them take a rally permit like everybody else has to for use of the square. But to establish a permanent display, at least permanent during a particular season, that's more than the city's required to do. Fountain Square is the front door to our community. It's what the world sees first of us, and we are under no obligation, constitutionally or otherwise, to be erecting political statements as utterly vile as the message of the Klan on the doorposts of our town. The Constitution gives every person the right to say what he or she wants, but it doesn't give anyone the right to speak for somebody else. And Fountain Square is somebody else. It's us, and we have the right not to be spoken for, particularly by the Klan.